It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Washington Wizards. Well, for Washington, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And one of the stars we'll see tonight, Bradley Beal, continues to augment his game every season. One of the best two guards in the entire league, Shaq.
You know, I know I say Klay Thompson has the prettiest jump shot, but Bradley Beal is a close second. He's improved his three-point percentage every.
The starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers. At shooting guard, at the other guard position, J.R. Smith. Starting at power.
The Verizon Center filled to capacity. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Washington Wizards. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Here we go. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
Here's Wall following the basket by LeBron James. Corner outside. They grab their own miss. And again, John Wall.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
The drive by James, and it's blocked. They get it back. Irving against Wall. 6 to shoot. Smith the pass to LeBron. Over Porter. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. The Wizards have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Wall against Irving. Wall's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Here's Wall. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Morris kicks to Wall. The pass to Beal. Takes the 3. Shot is off. Smith with the defensive effort. Here's James, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Wall, and he banks in the layup. Wall's got 6 points. Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. LeBron outside. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Wall attacking. Passes to Beal. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Well, last season, the Wizards fell off just a bit in the second half of the year. Still, Greg, very competitive at home.
Yeah, and their strong play at home helped them weather that storm, Kevin. I mean, they ended up going 29-12 here at the Verizon Center.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence. And, you know, that 29 wins mark at home for the Wizards, third best in the East. That team really likes shooting the ball here, as they were a top 5 3-point percentage team in this building.
And really the driving factor for why Washington was so good at home was their defense. I mean, they would finish with the best field goal percentage against in the entire league in their home building. You don't think of the Wizards as a lockdown team, but in the Verizon Center, that's exactly what they were.
Wall's shot is off. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Gortat with the steal. And the rejection by Love. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. Jared Dudley's checked in for the Wizards.
Jared Dudley.
Morris a screen. Beal dishes to Morris. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, sloppy D there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Extremely untidy on the defensive end. I mean, when he gets it in that close, that's an easy bucket.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Washington making some changes. Nene comes in for Morris, and Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Then for the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Amon Shumpert has come in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. That's good.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
They get it back, kicks it out to Love. Pass to Dellavedova. There's the three. Rebound by Nene.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And really, Clark, that's the only way you're going to stop him. The defender was all over him with a hand right in his face.
I was just watching Kevin Love. He brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing, Clark, it might be the rebound.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism, but a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
James against Dudley. The drive by James. Here's Shumpert. Washington with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And that one's good.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
For Washington, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. And that one's good. Sessions.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Pass to James. 6 on the shot clock. The wide open look for Love. Nene pulls it in. Wizards leading by 4. Here's Beal, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on LeBron James. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Wizards.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
And the Wizards making a change here. Thornton's checked in. Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Smith comes in for James.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Here's Nene. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive. to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Thornton passes to Dudley, and stolen by Fry. Ball going up court, and the dunk by Smith.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
They get it back. Dudley's shot is good. Dudley's got his first points in this one.
We got a narrow edge here in rebounding early on. You wonder how much that'll play going forward.
Yeah, it's a game of inches, and every play counts.
Now here's Thornton, guarded closer, and Nene with the stuff.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Here's Sessions. And a wide-open look for Thornton. And that's not going to go.
Get ready for your Wizard Girls.
And, of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous lead.
I put all the pressure on me to.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James is a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And, Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Irving at the point guard.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Kicks it out to Love. Dishes it to Smith. 5 to shoot. On its way from Irving for 2. No good. Wall with some nice D. Great D that time from James.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Thompson, good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Thompson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. For 3, Love. Rebounded by Temple.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
The kick out to Irving. Back to LeBron. On the wing, Irving. Love outside. Fades. That's good. Love's got 6 points. And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
It's stolen by Wall. And now here comes Wall, leading the break. Here's Temple, finished off the break. Now it's a 6-point Wizards lead.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
The shot no good. Wizards have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. It's Wall with the drive. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And guys, there was a time where people wondered if John Wall could be a team leader. Well, that question has been answered and then some. Unquestioned leader of the Wizards.
Gortat's checked in for the Wizards. Beal comes in for Marcus Thornton. And so John Wall nails both of them. Well, and for Wall, Greg, and leading the Wizards, it did take some time. Now he does so much, Clark, for the franchise.
On and off the floor. He's really the face of that franchise and has a chance, in my mind, to be an MVP candidate at some point in his career and is living up to the #1 draft pick hype.
Smith with a wide open look. That's in there. Love with the assist.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him. You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Smith kicks to LeBron. Porter with the steal. Wall with it. He's got 15. He kicks it to Porter. From 11 feet away, but they get it back. Here's Beal. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Smith dishes to Irving. Porter with the steal. Wall passes to Gortat. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. From deep, Wall. Some solid defense there from Irving. The Cavaliers trail by 4, and Wall kicks to Gortat. And here's the fast break. James dishes to Love. There's the triple. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Morris. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now Irving. 6 points for him. From deep, and J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Washington making some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Morris. Dudley comes in for Porter. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Knocks it loose. Dellavedova, the pass to Shumpert. Mozgov kicks to Fry. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Here's Mozgov. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
How about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
Nobody near Irving. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
Here's Mozgov. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part, Greg. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
Beal can't get it to go.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Kept alive. There's the dish to Dellavedova. The three-pointer is right on target. Dellavedova's got 8 points.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Sessions passes to Gortat. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Sessions dishes to Nene. Here's Shumpert. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Wizards lead by 3. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts.
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor for him.
And Kevin Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat and mean it as a compliment.
And make you feel good about it. Yeah.
I appreciate that. Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
And it's Otto Porter with the foul. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. A shot's good from Irving.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
It's stolen by Morris. It's Porter, it's out the key, and stolen by LeBron. Irving drives in. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Love.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. 2 minutes into the second half of play now, and he gets the bucket. And that's 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
And Wall kicks to Porter. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. Porter against LeBron. Lays it up and banks it in. LeBron's got 8 points.
And that's his style right now. That's his game. He plays it as well as anyone. And when we get to crunch time, that's when he's at his best.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Love inside, covered by Morris. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
It's taken away by Smith. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
You know, one of the more impressive things that we know about LeBron James is that he is one of the great leaders in the NBA. His voice carries a lot of weight. He hasn't been shy about raising his voice on social issues either. Good to see.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Smith outside. Clock at 6. And that one's on target from the wing. Smith's got 7 points.
Right. You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession. Wall's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Smith right side. Cleveland moving the ball around. Offensive rebound. Thompson. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Washington.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. And Sessions kicks to Dudley. It's hauled in by Fry. Cavaliers are gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Shumpert passes to James. Thompson dishes to Dellavedova. Up top, Fry. On the wing, Shumpert. And he gets it to go. Shumpert's got 6 points.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Here's Sessions, and he uses the glass on the layup. Sessions has got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Cavaliers making a switch here. Mozgov's checked in. Wizards leading by 5. And here's Sessions. Marcus Thornton on the wing. And so the ball's out of bounds. Shumpert touched it last.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
And so it's Washington with it. Here's Nene. Excellent D there from Mozgov. The Cavaliers trail by 5. On the wing, Shumpert. 6 points for him.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Last season at both sides of the coin for the Wizards started out very hot, but then just could not keep it going.
Well, you know, the start was extremely hot. 19-6, which tied a franchise best, that record. After that, though, they played close to 500 ball the rest of the time.
And Thornton kicks to Nene. The shot will not go. Excellent D there from Mozgov. Here's Dellavedova. He's covered by Sessions. Plenty of space. And the jumper is good. Dellavedova's got 10 points in the game.
And the Wizards really struggled post All-Star break, playing under 500. Still, though, they seem to pull things together at the very end and on into the postseason.
And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut to just one on the basket from Iman Shumpert. The Wizards have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Sessions passes to Nene. That ball's great assist by Ramon Sessions. And that's 10 points for Nene.
Well, there's no denying it. The Wizards had some bumps, and you mentioned that. Some weeks they look like a lottery team. Then the next, they look like a title contender. They knew how to make the most of their games when they did get hot, though.
Sessions with it, now guarded by Shumpert.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Here's Temple, drills the leaner. And it's a 5-point Wizards lead.
You know, it went down, guys, but still unusual to go to the leaner there with so much space around them.
Dellavedova dishes to Fry. 15 seconds left to play in the third. Takes a three. Offensive rebound. There's the feed to Dellavedova. Mozgov kicks to Shumpert. Picked by Mozgov. Off on the layup. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. It's the Wizards. They lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from the Verizon Center. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. And so it's Cleveland with it. It's a 5-point game. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Shumpert in at the 3 spot.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. He made it look easy that time. I like the way they're working the ball inside because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots and typically good things happen.
Irving against Wall. Irving passes to Smith. Shot clock at 6. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. No good from the wing. Now here's Wall. Out left to the wing. It's Porter. Outside. Dudley dishes to Porter. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. Smith's shot is good.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Washington leading now by 3. And Wall.
Oh! Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
That's a 2 from Smith. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. The Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And it's Wall. That time the assist from Gortat. Wall's got the lead up to 8 now for the Wizards. Now Cleveland shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Irving. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Wall's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Smith for 3. Love kicks to Mozgov. Smith for 3. Count that one.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Wizards have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Irving against Wall. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Here's Shumpert. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Here's Wall, and he converts the layup. Wall's got 11 points in the quarter.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
The drive by Smith, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters. But such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles. Sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
Morris is checked in for Washington. Then for the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. And James subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Cavaliers trailing. Greg, on the topic of Smith, you never know what his personality is going to bring to the game, or Clark, even the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Moment to moment, it's an adventure. When the good JR is rolling, he's knocking down threes, playing solid D, creating havoc for the opponent. Bad JR is taking and missing wild shots, going to sleep on defense, and causing problems for his own team.
Yeah. And James throws it down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Washington calls timeout. Now, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's out from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Randy Whitman was just going over the plan with his team. With the game still up for grabs, he simply told his guys, we're right there. Stay focused, execute, and get it done. Kevin, let's see how it plays out.
Thank you, Doris.
And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability. And not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point. Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career after 30 years of age. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Morris passes to Beal. Offensive rebound. LeBron with the block. Thompson against Wall. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Washington's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And Wall kicks to Oubre. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all. Well, Irving has simply been great. He has 17 points and 6 assists. He's passing the ball so well right now and is really focused at the charity stripe, too.
And Clark, you can just see him oozing with confidence right now.
You know, they've really improved at the line from the first half. Things have gotten a lot better. They've gotten there a good number of times, and they've converted a high percentage of it.
And Wall with the slam.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this, though.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun. Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Here's Thompson. The kick out to Irving. Fires the three. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Wall dishes to Gortat. Oubre with it. Working on Love. Oubre passes to Morris. It's stolen by Smith. And here's Love for 3. Rebound by the Wizards.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Just 5 to shoot. And Wall slams it home.
Having a whole lot of trouble dealing with Wall. He's been a problem.
To the inside, Smith. Beal pulls it in. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer than what it is now, guys.
And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys. And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Morris a screen. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
It's in!
As much a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
On the wing, Irving. Covered by Wall. Irving misses. And so it's Washington who scraped by with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let this one slip away.
And that about wraps it up for Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
There are two types of point guards, Ernie. Kenny would know nothing about that. He shot the ball every time he touched it. Anyway, the guys who keep everyone involved and the guys who could do it all for themselves. He's a great distributor. He's always going to get his assists, but when they need someone to take over, Wall's the guy.
He was doing some serious battling with the bigs down low. He's not afraid to go hard to the rack wherever he had the chance. He doesn't care about their size. He's going in there, and he's going in there often. I think he caught him off guard with that aggressive behavior.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.